Alright, so for today's Daily Drop, I'm going to be talking about my childhood and the town I grew up in called Oildale. Um, it's a little subsection of a town here in California, in Bakersfield, and it is literally the most racist, uneducated, drunk town ever. Like, I mean, just tweakers everywhere. Everything was all run down, everything was torn up. It's pretty much just the white ghetto. So one of my stories, and I was like 8 years old, and I was riding my bike home from school, and this grown man came and stole my bike from me. This little 8-year-old kid coming home from school. I remember he was like shirtless and had his tattoos off and everything like that, and I cried. I won't even lie, I was terrified. Because, that kind of stuff happened regularly there. I've had more bikes than I can count stolen. That's the kind of place where if you left your shoes outside to dry, you would wake up and they'd be gone. Like, there was no chill in Oildale. Throughout my entire childhood, I had only seen like maybe a handful of black people growing up because, it was just such a racist town. It sucked living there. Like, everything was horrible. Everything got vandalized. Said a lot of times you couldn't even walk down the road without getting stolen from. What else? I have a lot of stories from there. I'm just having trouble talking and flipping right now. There's another story, and I was like 10 years old, and I was walking to school, and there was this lady with her shirt off on her knees on the side of the road doing stuff to some guy. And something happened, they started arguing, and he just like socked her right in the face and then ran off. So that was a nice start to my day as a little 10-year-old. Seen so many like fights, huge brawls. Right before I moved out of Oildale, I lived across the street from 2 different bars, and literally every single night there was fights out there, and it was really entertaining. That's probably my favorite place I ever lived, because there was never a lack of entertainment there. Seeing what like drunk tweakers are out there doing next. So, right before I left was probably the funniest. Was this guy was out there drinking, they're in front of a bar, so of course they're drinking. But basically, these 2 guys were arguing, and this lady was out there. And then the guy kept talking, and all of a sudden, one of the guys just starts yelling "rah," and runs at the other guy and like picks him up, slams him down, and then goes and punches a car window, hurts his hand. And then the lady starts laughing at him, and then he went and punched the lady, picked her up, slammed her. The whole time just yelling "rah" over and over and over. And then the other guy got up and ran away. And to end the story, the other guy just ran away down the street screaming "rah." And the cop showed up. But they didn't get caught.